Welcome back to Parashah Pantry, everyone. This week we will be learning about Parashat Vayishlach from Genesis chapter 32, beginning with verse 24. And here we find Jacob on the run. He has stolen the birthright from his brother, and he is on the run with Esau chasing after him. He's at a time of uncertainty and perhaps feeling a little bit of fear. So he crosses over a river, and there he finds himself alone, but he encounters an unknown being. And this being wrestles with him until the sun comes up in the morning. Jacob prevails over this unknown being and will not let this being, which is commonly known as an angel of God, he won't let the being go until the angel promises to bless him. And the form that of the blessing that Jacob receives is his name is changed to Israel, Yisrael, which means one who has wrestled with God. So it really strikes me here that Jacob wrestles and struggles, but doesn't let go until he receives blessing. So as our winter comes upon us and the days become darker, in this time of pandemic, we find ourselves wrestling with many things. But I want us to remember not to let go until we experience blessing. So may we find blessing even in a difficult time. So we are going to make something that reminds me of this angel's blessing, which is angel food cake. Perfect, light and fluffy and delicious. It is a recipe that my mom used to make, and I remember when she would make it for Passover, we would have to be very quiet in the house. We would have to act like angels, or else the cake wouldn't rise.
And we have to be quiet.
We have to be quiet while the cake is in the oven, so it is a perfect quiet time. The oven is preheated, but after that, we're going to be completely quiet while the cake bakes to make sure it doesn't collapse. So there are a few steps. We need to separate the egg whites first, so Oren is going to help me with that. My expert egg cracker who loves to crack eggs, right? But this is really tricky because we don't want to put the whole egg in the bowl. We only want the whites of the eggs.
Yeah, we only want the inside, not the shell.
Not the shell too, right? So we want 9 egg whites. So let's see what happens. We need to crack the egg, and then we need to split it and separate it. This is called separating it.
We're gonna need 4 and 5 eggs, okay, everybody?
4 plus 5 makes 9. So look,
So
see how I have the yolk?
Can I crack this egg?
Yes. So I'm going to put the yolk aside. We'll use them for something else.
Okay.
Crack on the... Ooh, that was a good crack. So our next step is going to be to sift together. I have a sifter, but you can also use a strainer. Half a cup of sugar and a cup of cake flour. We have to get it really fine is the goal. So let's see what happens.
Can I help?
Yeah, so let's pour in a half a cup of sugar.
I can help.
And then we're going to get 1 cup of flour. Wait for me and I'll show you what to do. So I have special cake flour, which is really great when making angel food. So we're going to do 1 cup, half a cup, and 1 more half makes 1.
I want to do this one.
Okay, pour it in. Very good. Now this is how a sifter works.
Okay.
Do you know how to do this? Now we hold it over the bowl and we have to squeeze the handle. Don't shake it. And see, it comes out as fine powder. And we have to work really hard to get it all out. It takes a while.
Yeah, it takes a really long while.
To our egg whites, we are going to add the cream of tartar.
I want to try.
Let's measure it out. We need a teaspoon and a quarter.
Okay.
So put that in. And
Should
this
we
little
mix it?
quarter.
Okay, I can add this in by myself.
Okay. And then we need to add our vanilla and our almond extract. A teaspoon
Vanilla
of vanilla.
extract.
A teaspoon of vanilla and a quarter teaspoon of almond.
I can try. I can do it.
Let's do it together. Measuring is very important.
Okay, now I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, vanilla extract does the flavor.
That's right. And we need a quarter teaspoon of salt.
Yum. I can do it.
Okay, let me measure it and you can put it in.
Okay. Oh, by myself. I can do this.
Good job. So we're going to put this into the mixer and beat on medium speed. Now this is tricky because we want to beat it until some peaks form. So let's see what happens.
So should we mix
Wait a minute. There's something in here we don't
Oh, it's an
want.
onion.
We were just making dinner and somehow an onion got in here. I don't know.
Okay.
You want to beat it on high. Ready?
Yeah.
Medium high.
Okay, this is good.
We're going to add the sugar, the remaining sugar, just a few tablespoons at a time, and turn it up to extra high to see if we can get some stiff peaks. This is really important so that the cake will rise.
Okay, are we gonna go to 10?
A few at a time.
Are we gonna go like to?
Let's see if we can go almost up to 10.
Mommy, are we gonna go all the way?
Almost. Turn it on. Go ahead. Go ahead. So let's see if we've got stiff peaks. Go ahead, lift it up. All the way up. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, because of the mountain.
See the mountain?
I got it on my fingers.
Now we're going to fold in the flour mixture that we sifted a little bit at a time and continue to beat it really fast so it stays pretty thick.
Okay. All the way?
Yeah, slowly. Keep going. So we're going to scrape down the edges. Make sure it is all incorporated. So we are going to carefully put this in an ungreased tube pan. And the tube is really important.
Are we going to need this?
Just like this. Yes. Why don't you hold on to that and you'll help me. Just a little at a time. But we're just going to cut through this really thick batter with a knife a few times. So just so that it has some air as it rises and cooks. We're going to put this in the oven for about 35-40 minutes. And what are we going to do when it's in the oven?
Be quiet.
We're going to be very quiet. And while we're being quiet, we're going to think about the blessings that can come out of this difficult time.
Mommy, but what can we do while the cake is in the oven?
I don't care what you do. Just be quiet. And let's say, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Bye-bye.
לעשות בדברי תורה, לעשות בדברי תורה. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey.